Great to have you with us from Joe IA Stadium in Ruston, Louisiana. As we roll into Week 12 in our coverage of EA Sports College Football, these are the types of games that can help define your season. It's the Temple Owls and the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I have checked in with the Bulldogs head coach. He understands coming off that emotional upset win against the #1 team in the country last week could add a lot of fuel to their fire, but he does not want them focused on that. If they're focused on what they did last week, they won't be locked in and do their job this week. Worry about yourself is the advice that this team got from their head coach this week. Back to you guys.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Louisiana Tech will kick it off and we'll be underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. The Owls offense will have first crack at this one. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Last time out, a solid day and a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. Quick give. It's Smith. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Going with the counter play here. They put the brakes on him. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Out wide left, it's Clark. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. The Owls have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Shepard. The throw. Right side, it's Chase. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. They'll open it up early. Catch in the middle. It's Bermudez. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Owls are flying down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now, that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Out wide right, it's Chase. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing. And as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Wants to throw. It's Shepard. Finds his big tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get him in a predictable situation. Third and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. No, he got loose. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Temple.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
Inside, it's Miller. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the gun. Throws to the tight end. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Pushes ahead. Crosses the 35. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And that's the danger on third and short as a defense, right? You line all those bodies up close to the line of scrimmage. If you let the running back into the second level, you know it's going to be a big one. A nice effort that time by the safety, making a touchdown-saving tackle.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Miller. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Moving the pocket, it's Baker. Finds his big tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Breaks. Got enough space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. and put a spy on him. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off in situations like this.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Push ahead on the sneak. Surges his way in for the score.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Keeps it on 1st down. He's got enough. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Setting up the screen. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Right back to the well. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Dropping back, it's Baker. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Quarterback signaling to his guys. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right side, it's Chase. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Shepard. Back open in the middle. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks forward.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Got it in the middle. It's Clark. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. Running inside, it's Smith. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the 1st down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Hard running there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
From the gun, it's Smith. This time, they get him in the backfield, and they take back what he got on the previous play.
What a great play by the linebacker. Did you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
And they have converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but this one, a 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Shepard. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Temple lining up to punt it away. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The give is to Miller. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Working the middle, it's complete. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw one first. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They want to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in.
Snags it, and there's running room. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And, man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like, it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like, zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
The Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Straight ahead, it's Smith. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the 1st half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Knocked down immediately. The Bulldogs using their 1st timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They're all over him. They'll run the screen. There he goes. And he got it so close to that 1st down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the 1st down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd. Fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there. And now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Third and short now from their own 48. Dropping back, it's Baker. Finds his target, and he should have enough for a Louisiana Tech first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo. Fresh set of downs going up top. Snagged in the middle, H. Miller. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. The lead now 6 here in the second.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. And we start with the NC State Wolfpack in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Baker. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
That one comes out hot down the right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Makes the grab, but down immediately. He picks up a few. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Turns it upfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And the Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Reels it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Still looking. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Owls can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's looking to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clark. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter. Just smothered on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Temple lining up to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Bulldogs sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
And the offense found no success with the backward-going pass. How about a forward pass on 2nd and long? Scanning the field, it's Baker. That's reeled in, it's Wilkerson. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape, scramble, and go pick up the 1st down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy and get him on the ground.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Quarterback changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. The Temple offense heads out to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Hits inside, it's Smith. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Looking downfield, it's Shepard. Throws to the tight end. Left side is Clark. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Change our set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with the sack.
And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Smith takes the handoff. Down he goes.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's loose down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Owls.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And he'll bring it back. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to pass, it's Baker. Out wide right, it's Miller. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Snapped it in the shotgun. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They're going to leave it in the hands of their offense on 4th down from their own territory, holding the lead. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Got to make the play on fourth. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in second and manageable. Offense in a bunch formation. Second down, gonna throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Finley. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Finds this big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were...
He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Back to throw, it's Baker. Got his man. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Drops back on first down. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Temple lines up quickly. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Snaps on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
It was a massive missed opportunity failing on that 4th down, so they're trailing. There's a little bit less than 3 minutes to go here. Their defense has got to be able to get the ball back here quickly for them to have any shot.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wilkerson. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Looking for a man. It's Baker. Dumps it to the back. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped,
shakes a man, and he might take off. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going, too.
And a quick shuffle pass underneath. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Wants to throw it. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Owls.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Back to throw, it's Baker. Out wide left, it's Booth. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play?
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Past the 30. He got the 1st down. He found the corner, and that'll do it for this one. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Throws for the tight end. Left side is Finley. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the... And they've got it right on the doorstep. On 1st and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows